Today we're going to be making my cabbage roll soup recipe. It's super delicious and packed with vegetables and some beef and pork. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this recipe. Let's get started. It was a quiet morning and I was able to prep ahead. I love being able to prep ahead not only for the recipe for dinner, but also for lunch. I went ahead and sliced up some onion for sardines and onions. If you guys love sardines, please let me know in the comments below. I will be sharing that recipe if you'd like. I'm also cutting up some onion for the cabbage roll soup. We're also going to be adding a carrot. The carrot is optional. I just like the bit of color it gives. Whenever I can add a little bit of something else to a soup, I will. I wouldn't go too crazy adding other vegetables to this soup though, because when we add the cabbage, you'll see later, it completely fills up the pot. And you could use a bigger pot, but you don't want to just do too much. You want to stick to that classic, comforting, stuffed cabbage roll flavor, but we're making a cabbage roll soup and it is so comforting. So I have the onion, garlic, and the carrots, and then I just place that into a stasher bag. We're going to put that in the fridge until I'm ready to use it later. Another thing I like to do is prep ahead the cabbage. The cabbage will have some dirty outer leaves. You're just going to want to remove them. So I remove the first 3 or 4 leaves and then rinse it under the sink. Then we're going to remove the bottom core and then the internal core. I do that by slicing it in half. And one thing I want you to do is make sure you're using a knife you're comfortable with, as well as a sturdy cutting board. You'll see mine has 4 silicone grips. I got this at Aldi and I love it. It's sturdy and I feel extremely comfortable in the kitchen cutting on it. Then we're going to cut that core out with a V shape, and then we're able to cut and chop our cabbage. You can cut it as big or as small as you like. I like heartier pieces, so that's why I went with a little bit more of a rustic chop. But if you want even more time saving, you could even get shredded cabbage, because I know sometimes we just can't find cabbage. That's another option. So in a hot Dutch oven, I have some 80% lean ground beef. I'm using 2 pounds of that. And then we're going to use a 1/2 pound of lean ground pork. I prefer to usually use 90% or 93% lean ground beef, but we had a great sale at my local ShopRite. So I went ahead and got the family pack of ground beef and I bought a pound of ground pork, and I was able to separate it. So this way, when I need it again for maybe meatballs or making another stuffed cabbage roll soup, I have it. And then we're also going to go ahead and brown those veggies until they're translucent. Remember, we prepped them ahead. Now I'm adding in some beef bouillon. You could also use beef stock. We're going to add in 28 ounces of tomato sauce. And then here's a big crucial thing. I love to use petite diced tomatoes. So don't use regular diced tomatoes. I feel like the petite diced tomatoes just melt into the soup, unless you want those big chunks of tomatoes. I feel like they're a little bit more fibrous, so that's why I do the petite diced. We're adding a tablespoon of brown sugar, about a tablespoon or so of red wine vinegar, and then because I used beef bouillon, we're going to add in 4 cups of water. Now you can go up to 6 cups of water or even more if you like it more brothy, but you're going to want to make sure you add the broth or more bouillon when you're adding that, because you want to make sure the flavor profile matches. And I stopped at 4. As you can see, my pot is getting pretty full. I'm almost debating getting a larger Dutch oven, but I'm at the point where I can make us this dinner and then freeze half of it, so I haven't done that just yet. But I think after this recipe, I may be considering it. Or I could always use my large sauce pot that I have, like when you're making a Sunday sauce, I have a huge pot for that, or when I make a big soup. But this, I definitely pushed the limit. So if you're making this with a medium to large head of cabbage, you're going to want to use a little bit bigger than a 5.5 quart Dutch oven. But it did work. I dropped 1 piece of cabbage or so I didn't lose too much. And it shrinks down substantially once you're cooking it. Not as much as spinach, but it does shrink down and really melt into the soup. You'll see it start to get translucent, and every time we mix it, you're going to want to bring it up to a boil. And once it's boiling, we're going to want to go ahead and cut the heat down to a simmer. Once it's simmering, we're going to cook it for another 20-ish minutes, just until the cabbage and the rice are done. That could take anywhere from about 15 to 25 minutes. You can cook it even longer if you'd like, but I just go until it's a nice soft al dente, not too soft because I do like that little tenderness from the cabbage. My kids love it, my husband loves it, and it's just that comforting soup. If you love stuffed cabbage rolls, you're really gonna love this soup. I love making it into a casserole too. And as you can see over on the side, I have a tasting bowl. I was all out of tasting spoons, so we used a tasting bowl, and I noticed it a little bit needed some salt and pepper. And you can add other things if you want to add some herbs and spices, but I am keeping this flavor profile to my stuffed cabbage rolls, and my gosh, it was spot on. I really think you guys are going to enjoy this recipe. It's comforting, it's easy to make, and freezer friendly. This soup is so comforting. I love it in the winter months, the fall months. Honestly, whenever I'm craving soup, this is just one of those soups that I love. And I also like making a double batch. As you can see, it's a huge batch already, but I will double this in a bigger pot and put some in the freezer. It is delicious and it freezes really well. If you're worried about the rice in the freezer, you can just skip the rice and add it later. Cabbage gets so tender. If you wanted a shortcut, you can use some coleslaw mix, but I do highly recommend just getting a big head of cabbage, chopping it up. You can rough chop it or chop it even smaller than this. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys soon. Take care and God bless you, friends. Bye.